and they're away already. And 4 up from the bottom is Pelli, the Argentinian there also. We've got Argentina in the white hat, we've got Pimenta in the red hat, we've got James Russell in the stripy boat, then there's Romalo next to him in the black boat to their right. We got Candy there, it's Lovemore. I think he's going to come out in front.
Hamish Lovemore in the black boat going very strongly.
That's just the middle group though. Here's your main contender.
Pimenta down the left.
So it's Pimenta's group is leading. Lovemore is going to get across to him at some point. There's going to be chaos when these groups, it's well formed at the moment, but those 4 on the bottom of your screen, here they come. They're gradually getting closer. Pimenta will happily sit to the side of Lovemore, I'm sure.
This might be a seismic coming together of the two groups.
Lovemore, what? Come across, dude. Lovemore backing himself.
Gun start from Hamish Lovemore, and he's decided that he's got a plan.
But he's missed the first wash now. He can't get in front of the... Now he starts to come across. Big effort now. Can he get in front of the Argentinian? This is going to be... Oh, Argentinian's a hard ass, man.
Thank you, no. You're not getting in there. He has won it.
He's done it.
He's bullied him off that wave.
Then you got the Spaniard, Martin. Alonso will be there somewhere. Vold with the red tip boat. Alonso just behind Martin. On the outside we've got Pedersen and Vold coming round. Lovemore's moved out away from Pimenta, not because he doesn't want Pimenta's wash, but he's holding off those other 2, just squashing that challenge from his right hand side. Nicely done on his part. Pimenta looking strong, Martin on his inside. Then the Argentinian, Catalano. Oh no, it's Rodriguez, the Argentinian, not Catalano. So Rodriguez, who we saw in the heats, he's in the V there. He's doing a sterling job there. Pimenta. Lovemore.
Catalano. Martin.
I don't think it's Rodriguez. I think it's Rodriguez, the Argentinian.
Fernando Pimenta.
Vold is
taking
up there.
the boat, taking the group round the bottom turn.
Pimenta will want a bit of comfort, I think, on that first portage. Look at the chaos back there. They are some big waves. Some of the guys are struggling with that back there. There's boats all over the place.
There's a surprising bump. Pimenta.
Pedersen doing okay. Alonso at the back of that group also. All the big names are there. There's Vold. There's Russell. Russell going right. Pimenta up, standing and away. With Martin, with Lovemore, Pedersen just a couple back. Russell, a little bit of complication getting his boat out of the water. That could separate him from those front few. Cellier coming in. But it's Pimenta, Martin, Lovemore, Rodriguez and Pedersen. Pedersen will get in his boat quicker than most. Then Alonso, then Vold.
This put-in is going to be vital. Pedersen, super fast. Great put-in from Mads Pedersen down the left.
The Argentinian's waiting
Pedersen's
and waiting.
in front. Pimenta's now second.
Pimenta going up the inside. It's going straight across to the buoy rather than going up the edge. It's going to be a bit of a race to that buoy. Lovemore stuck on the far right on the outside of Pedersen. Pedersen coming across at speed. Poor old Rodriguez. He's going to make it back to the group, but he was waiting and waiting and waiting so patiently. There he is, tucked in the back still. Pedersen. Oh, Pimenta just missed that buoy.
Ooh.
He missed the buoy. We'd like to see a replay if we can.
He's missed 2.
He's missed that one as well.
He's missed 2. And he's taken 2 out.
Oh my word.
There's been a collision. 3 boats have been taken out. 4 have been taken out.
It's chaos. Chaos there.
2 missed buoys by Pimenta and coming back into the lane. Oh. I have a feeling we're going to see numbers on the board.
Pedersen's making a run for it. That's a lot for people to sort out in the judges' hut there. So Pedersen's going to make a run for it. Lovemore's got a free ride to the end now, and all he's got to do is be there and be fresh enough at the end to make a challenge. Who's coming back at him? it's Pimenta, but Pimenta is not in this race anymore.
There's a dark cloud hanging over him as he comes into this lap.
Almost, you know, he's got his penalty. Will he have to serve a penalty at the Portage, presumably? Alonso's with him, as is Martin. It's the two Spaniards getting a lift back with Pimenta. So Pimenta's basically, I don't know, he's pulling those other two guys back.
He's taxi driving them into contention.
Yeah, absolutely. So you wonder what to do with that situation. There's nothing you can do with that situation.
No, this is the race as it unfolds.
So Alonso and Martin have fallen on their feet here. They're getting a ride back on the Pimenta taxi, but Pedersen is hard to catch. Lovemore, the beneficiary of all of that action. To me, Lovemore is the one here. This could fall for him.
He's biding his time very quietly on Mads Pedersen's
He
wave.
doesn't have to do anything there. There's no requirement for him to do anything but sit and wait.
I wonder if Fernando Pimenta didn't realize that he had cooked his goose on that first buoy. The second one made it fairly obvious that he was going to be taken out of the race. And he said, right, what have I got to do?
He wouldn't have taken people out.
No, he did. I don't believe he deliberately took it out. I think he was trying to correct for that second buoy. Got pulled into the dog show that was going on there. So I don't think there was any malice or intent. But I do think once he realized he had cooked enough of a mistake to cop a penalty that he thought, right, what can I do? Maybe I can just throw out a taxi sign to some mates and see if I can spice this race up.
Rodriguez, Russell and Vold together. Might have been Sellier with them. Foley in the group behind. And then it's a trail back.
This is lap 2 and they're 2 at the front. It's Pedersen and Lovemore.
I mean, life doesn't get any better than that for Lovemore. There's someone who's prepared to press on for the whole duration.
And he's had a free ride for this lap.
All he's got to do is stay there and then work out. If he can stick it out for this Portage, this is kind of crucial for Lovemore.
Lovemore is waiting for Pedersen to get out. Pedersen, another great exit.
Nice.
They're there together.
Both.
Keep your rudder tidy.
A little bit of a rudder knock there, potential. Pimenta's going to be pulled out the race here for sure.
Mads Pedersen looks up at the board. You'll see in his background that Hamish Lovemore is about 2 or 3 strides behind him.
But Pedersen will get in a length quicker than Lovemore as well, I think.
Pedersen goes down to the right. He put it on the left last time. They both go down on the right. Mads is away well. It's clean. It's not necessarily the quickest, but he does retain his lead.
And Pimenta still runs down the pontoon with the other guys.
Interesting times.
Away goes Alonso. Alonso currently in 3rd, but this is a 2-horse race. Just about to start their 3rd lap. There goes Pedersen. He's made his break and it's got to stick. It will stick, but now he's going to start gradually working out that Lovemore is a dangerous man, I think. Nothing to lose.
Pip talking himself into this final lap, final long lap. These guys are mates. They spend long months actually training together.
Gloves are off, man. You're not quite mates at this stage.
There's enough to be able to banter credibly to somebody across the water and say, I've got your number. But, I mean, between fighting it out for a gold medal here, they're probably couch surfing at each other's homes and training camps. And
absolutely.
Cool story during one of the 5,000 meters races where Mush missed one of the boys because he was being bullied off it, and the rest of the bunch, including a lot of these characters here, stopped and waited for him to come back and get back into the race. Mads Pedersen leads from Hamish Lovemore. Pimenta still in the race with the 2 Spaniards. Very determined looking Mads Pedersen.
He just sensed he'd drop him back a bit further then. And he gave it a little go, but Lovemore was up to the job. Portugal pulling the 2 Spaniards around. Penalty 15 seconds. Well, he should have...
Too late.
Should have... Yeah. Well, what's... Rodriguez also a penalty. Not sure what that's for. He might also have missed a buoy in all that chaos, I think.
And he has for the lap and a half since then been doing all the pulling in that bunch. Pedersen in the white. Black boat belongs to Hamish Lovemore.
We saw Andy Burkett at World Games do a finish exactly like this with Pedersen. He's doing the right thing. He wants...
Lovemore's trying to go on his inside.
Pedersen's going to try and... He wants Pedersen to go up the inside. All he's got to do is make contact. Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
He's dropped him.
Impressive from Pedersen.
Mads
to
Pedersen
drop someone of that quality. Rodriguez back in the mix for a medal. And bring in...
Pimenta with that 15-second penalty, which is effectively going to factor him out of this equation.
This game
2 Spaniards happy to sit.
There will be a lot of tension between those 2 Spaniards, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But even now, you know, Pimenta's pulling away from people who are...
Pedersen is gunning it.
That is impressive.
Just managed to find an extra gear going around the bottom turn can and has managed to fire the turbos. And there's a huge amount of space between himself and Hamish Lovemore. Super impressive from the reigning world champ, long course world champ.
That is impressive.
And he cuts across.
Very impressive.
The crowd recognizes something special when they see it.
You don't want to be racing him tomorrow on the long course or Saturday on the long course, because it's just not going to be any different, I don't think.
He's had a magical season and it just keeps coming. Pedersen for Denmark is going to be taking gold in the men's K1 short course, and he's done it in Herculean fashion. Paddles down, you can savor the moment. Not another boat in the picture. It's a huge lead in the final sprint up from the bottom turn can. Silver place is going to go to South Africa and Mush. Hamish Lovemore sneaks inside. And this is going to be interesting.
The 2 white boats have both got penalties. Alonso gets 3rd ahead of Martin. So Alonso's the medalist. Both white boats in that finish had penalties. Alonso will be very pleased and very excited to come 3rd, I'm sure. He thinks he's come 5th. He's actually come 3rd. And the only real question mark over Pedersen has to be, well, the moustache. I mean, there's nothing, no other weakness there. You just got to question his fashion sense. Urban across the line with Paufler and the Pole, whose name has briefly escaped me. Rozolski, Romalo, Vold, Russell already finished in 9th, 10th and 11th, Pelly in 12th. Kippin and Catalano. Catalano just holding off Kippin.
Barking with the big dogs. Big final for him.
Yeah, but you see how the step up.
Yep.
Yeah, we saw Rosa in the senior women's kind of mid-pack. Catalano mid-pack. That is the difference between senior and junior racing, and
paying school fees.
But I honestly believe Catalano will get there. He's such quality.
Andrea Dal Bianco in the Italian colours. Mads Pedersen, when he's good, can be very, very good. It's
frightening. It is frightening. What do you do with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not only has he led the 2 laps, he then can lead a little bit harder to a stage where he can drop you off a lead that was already fast in the first place.
But you probably better than anybody can give us a perspective of how he's almost single-handedly changed the way marathon has been raced. With his capacity to just flat box it and keep going. I mean,
it goes in waves. Somebody will come along who can match him on the flat boxing, or at least to sit on his